Michele Coleman Mayes. I am the General Counsel and Secretary for the New York Public Library. I once had a reporter call me shortly after I arrived at the library. He said, there is this premise out there that the General Counsel role has now been designated as the one for the woman to hold. I was a bit insulted by the question, as though there was something that had it stamped on there. I said, call me when it gets to 50% and then we can talk. Merely because we have 22%, while it is noticeable and you do have a fairly good collection of interesting women that have been in the role and have retired from the role. So I come back to this and I say that the number has not continued to escalate, at least not in my estimation. I don't keep up with it as closely as I used to. But I do believe that people see success in the role. That if you look at the number of women GCs, everyone that has assumed that role has not necessarily left in a hail of glory. Don't misunderstand me. But there are many of us that have done that role exceptionally well, which is why the book that I wrote has a title, Courageous Counsel. That is not a position for the faint of heart. Many companies have a different DNA when it comes to diversity and being egalitarian and a meritocracy. And I do think that bodes well for people that are not in the in group or the majority group. Human resources and dealing with talent, because in my mind, when you deal with talent fairly, you level the playing field. When people start talking about targets or quotas, I ask, what are your systems to deal with talent? And if you're looking for good people, you automatically cannot eliminate 50% of the population and say, yeah, I got the best talent. Period. Full stop. Statistically, I'm going to tell you it doesn't work. And so I think companies have invested in managing their talent much more deliberately than law firms have. Law firms are getting better at it, but they have a long way to go.